initially actually started in the hospital before they launched Evensong. My husband and I knew pretty much right away that when we decided to do a home birth the second time around that we wanted to go with them. We had that previous relationship. The prenatal care was amazing. It felt a lot more personalized, and Beth and Carrie really taking the time to hear what was important to us and honoring those wishes, which really I feel like can make or break the whole experience. Going into the home birth, a lot of it was just questions that I was coming in with of, nutrition, like what are things maybe this time around that I can do differently or do better or change, and then being able to offer whatever resources or knowledge that they had, whether it was like a research article or a book or something. When it did come time that I was in labor, it went a lot faster than I was expecting. They were very responsive. I woke up at like 1 a.m. having contractions, and my husband and I kind of monitored it for a couple hours, and then they just started to get more intense. And we're like, okay, we probably need to start calling our people. And so we reached out to Beth and Carrie, and we're like, hey, we think you guys should probably come. And they got here like to our house pretty quick. They were really good with like, we should maybe try and move to a different position or a different part of the house, and just transitioning just to keep progressing. And at one point when I was pushing, they recognized that, maybe baby wasn't quite progressing. So they kept kind of moving me around in the tub. And at one point, if I remember correctly, his head came out, but all of a sudden there was like a change in the tone of like urgency. And Carrie was like, you need to get out of the tub. And I remember saying no, because it felt really good and I didn't want to. And they were like, well, you need to get out in order for baby to finish coming out. They had me get out of the tub on hands and knees. And he came out, I think, fairly quick after that, after they did whatever maneuver. After the fact that he was born, I learned that he had shoulder dystocia, so he got stuck. So being able to put that together made a lot of sense why everything kind of changed to being more urgent. I just thought it was like, okay, he's just not progressing. So for that, I really appreciate that they didn't really like tell me what was wrong. They just kind of were like, okay, this is what we need to do, and we're gonna do it. I think for me, that was really like, it was really good, because I think if I had known, that he was stuck or something, that might have made me more panicked. So they, I think, did a really good job of like keeping the environment calm, also while like noting that this is something that we really need to change or take care of like immediately. Yeah, just kept their demeanor really calm, like keeping an awareness of the environment and not letting the urgency start to like dictate how I was feeling or change the tone of everything. But also had everything at ready if we needed any type of like emergency care. It was amazing to just wake up in the middle of the night with contractions and then just be home and laboring and not have to go to the hospital, and just getting to get tucked right in bed with my newborn. And then they came to our home for the first couple of weeks postpartum for visits and just checking on baby and I, and it just felt a lot more comfortable. I didn't have to go anywhere. It was just really convenient, really. It just felt a lot more personal than a hospital setting. We had the same team throughout prenatal and delivery and postpartum. It was so nice to have them the whole way through, which I loved. Having a home birth and a hospital birth, I wouldn't do it another way.